Hey, check this one out. Is there anything in my teeth? So today I wanted to take you through this little country guitar idea that I've respectfully borrowed from Brent Mason. If you don't know who Brent Mason is, he's one of Nashville's first cool session players, played on hundreds of records. This little idea is actually off his track, which is called Hot Wired. So definitely check that out. In fact, just buy the whole album. Obviously, it's full of kind of country guitar ideas. I've literally just borrowed the first 4 bars because I think there's quite a lot in it. So I'm going to take you through it and explain a little bit about it. Okay, guys, so here's the lick. I've broken it into 3 sections. Here's the first bit. And again. So we start on the 5th fret of the top string. We're going to play 5. Then we're going to play the 8 on 2nd string. Then we're going to play an open E. Then we're going to pull off from 4 to 3 on the 2nd string. And then we're going to play 5 on the 3rd string. So that's... Then we've got this nice little chromatic movement on the 2nd string. 2, 3, 4 on the 2nd string. Then an open E. So slowly once more we get 5, 8 on the 2nd string, open E, 4 to 3 on the 2nd string, 5th fret 3rd string, and then we get this chromatic movement 2, 3, 4, open E. Alright, and that's part 1. Okay, so part 2 of the lick does this, guys, really slowly. So we're exclusively in first position. There's quite a bit of kind of moving across strings with the middle finger that I'm doing here, okay? So you play from 1 to 2 on the 2nd string, and I've done that as a slide. He may well do it as a hammer, and I can't quite tell, but we're going to use a slide. So he plays from 1 to 2 on the 2nd string. Then we're going to go up to the 3rd string and play 2-0, so it's a pull-off. Then we're going to play 4th string as a 2. Then we're going to come back down to the 3rd string and do another 2-0 pull-off. So you've got 1, 2, 2-0, 2, 2-0. Okay, then you're back to the 4th string again, then the open 3rd beneath it. So let me give you what we've got so far. So that's 1, 2, 2-0, 4th string, 2-0 on the 3rd, back to 4th string, open 3rd, 2-1 on the 4th string. Okay, so that's 2-1 on the 4th string, and then you play 3 on the 5th string. Slowly. Let me try and put together 1 and 2 there, so we get... Okay, so this is part 3, guys, it goes... Okay, so we actually start with an open 4th string. It's because it kind of tells over from the 2nd part. So you're going to open 4th, you're then going to slide from 3 to 4 on the 5th string. Then you're going to come at the major pentatonic, 2nd fret, 4th string, 4th fret, 4th string, open G, which is beneath it, and then you basically just go down the 4th string as pull-offs. 4, 2, 0. And then you end up with your middle finger, 3rd fret, 5th string, slight bend, and then I just resolve it with an A power chord on beat 1 in the next bar. Okay, so that whole phrase is open 4th, 3 to 4 on the 5th string, 2, 4 on the 4th string, open 3rd string, back down your 4th string, 4, 2, 0. Now that's actually as a triplet, and then you grab your middle finger, 3rd fret, 5th string, and then end with the power chord. So you get, let me do it slowly, so you get, alright, really slowly, whole thing. Little bit quicker. I think the word lick generates this kind of idea of kind of flashy little ideas which like we use to show off and then we never really use again. What I'd really like to get across is if you want to learn licks, that's cool, but you've got to find a way of putting them into your playing. However you might do, that's up to you. What I try to do, start by doing, is find out about the lick, what you actually like. So if I was kind of, I don't know, playing a blues or something, and I was in this position, you know, I might play, and then I might go, or something like that. I might go something like, you know, it's about how you end the lick and how you begin it as well. So try and put it either side of a couple of ideas that you might have. Obviously, we could do loads of demonstrations with how that might work. So just to finish up on the whole kind of lick idea, I've got this really weird analogy that I like to use. If you've ever had a lesson with me, you may have heard of some of my analogies, but I think of it like this, right? So when you're playing, you're soloing, whatever it is you're doing, you're speaking your own language, whether that's, you know, French, Portuguese, English, whatever it is. Now, for me, that's English, so if I'm talking English, I learn a phrase. Learning a lick for me is like learning a phrase in Italian or French or whatever. I can repeat it because I can practice it enough and I'll learn how to repeat it. But if I want to actually use it, I need to take it, I need to translate it, I need to understand it, and then put it into my own language. And that's really the way I think about licks. You've got to be able to take ideas and force them into your own way of playing, which makes it sound more like you. Okay guys, that's enough analogies for one day. I hope you enjoyed that. It was really fun. Let me know what you think and I'll see you next time.